Greg and Georgette, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna have names.
Mike Gray.
My name's Mike McCrae.
I'm Georgette Flippus.
And I'm Greg Hensley.
And this is the group that's going to be my senior leadership for my presentation. And the presentation that I selected was that my position would be eliminated. So I've been told that my position in the district will be eliminated. And while I understand that there are difficult decisions to make concerning the district's resources, my position and the work I do are critical to the mission, and it is important that I be retained in this position. I'm a geologist with the Dam Safety Modification Center, Mandatory Center of Expertise. I perform geological investigations and analyses to support and provide input to studies, design, and plans for dam safety modifications, and perform QA oversight for the DSPC during construction. This includes conducting site investigations, characterization of subsurface materials, creation of 2D and 3D models of geology, identification of flaws and potential failure planes and foundations, documentations for all aspects of study, design, and construction, working with design and construction engineers to develop and implement alternatives to improve dam safety. Specifically at this time, I'm finalizing the geotechnical portions of the design report for the Penstock Auxiliary Spillway, which is also called Phase 3 Bluestone, and performing the quality assurance inspection for the DSPC of the monolith foundations as they are prepared for concrete placement. I support construction by performing reviews of submittals for the anchoring work that is currently being done, which is Phase 4, and I'm also working on the Phase 5 dam safety modification study for the main stilling basin, which I've completed the first phase of subsurface investigation downstream of the existing structure and participated in the identification and development of alternative plans for further study. Because many dam failures have occurred as a direct result of poor understanding of foundation characteristics, lack of communication between design and construction personnel, and poor construction procedures, the role I play in the organization is a critical one. I add value to this organization by addressing those very things. I've had 15 years with the Corps performing site investigations and geological analyses and characterization for several navigation and flood control projects, both on design teams and as the drilling coordinator for several years administering investigation and testing programs. Since coming to the DSPC, I've been working closely with construction engineers and geologists to ensure that plans and specifications have been met for the installation of rock anchors to improve the stability of bluestone. I perform QA inspections of foundations for monoliths of the new stilling basin to ensure that specifications are met and that the design intent has been fulfilled to help ensure that the structure will perform as intended. I also ensure that the work is properly documented, including drawings and photographs, which will be an invaluable resource for any future work done on the structure. During the time I've spent inspecting the excavation for this new spillway, I've expanded my understanding of the geology of the project. This puts me in an ideal position to provide the geologic support and guidance that will be needed through the dam safety mod study currently being conducted for the modification of the main spillway and stilling basin to enable the dam to safely pass the PMF, to aid in development of cost-effective viable alternatives, and allow me to provide the information to the vertical team to support the appropriate alternative. In these ways, I add value to the district, but I can also add this value nationally in my role with the MCX through opportunities to provide support to other districts throughout the country on dam safety projects like this one. Additionally, training in embankment design and construction would allow me to increase my value to the organization by enabling me to apply my skills to a wider range of projects. Opportunities to attend conferences and temporary assignments will better enable me to network and create opportunities and provide support to other districts as a representative of the MCX. And a larger support staff would allow me to expand my workload and take on more projects. Bluestone has been a challenging project in terms of its geology, analyses, design, and construction. I want to be able to apply the knowledge that I've gained while working on it to other DSM projects for study, design, and construction phases, further broaden and deepen my knowledge on dam safety projects, and be a valuable member of the DSPC MCX. I hope you will continue to let me do that.
Good job.
Suggestions?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do we
Well,
fire you or hire
I'm going to keep you because I can't afford to lose
I
you.
know.
He's biased.
I'll
He's
tell you what
biased.
I would have done different. I think you said that you could expand your knowledge by attending some conferences, but you should be teaching at the conference. You know, when you're not teaching, you can attend one, but with the knowledge that you have, especially documenting foundations, you should be giving talks on that. So as we're doing more, opening up more foundations, the people are being consistent in the way they document, and you're kind of leading that for the whole country.
That probably sounded funny. One of the things that we were supposed to do was we were supposed to find at least one way that we could make ourselves more valuable.
Oh.
So it was kind of fishing for some.
But you make yourself more valuable by
That's
being
true.
a teacher.
Right.
It's one thing to say, hey, you need to
Right.
spend money teaching me. You say,
Yeah.
you need me as your teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's true.
they do.
Mhm.
You're setting the precedence on how we're documenting these open foundations, and you should be telling
Share
everybody
that with
that's right.
everybody.
You should be sharing.
Okay.
That's
But she
that's
tried
an
it that a little
extremely good point.
Well, I
She
just
said,
wanted
you
to
know, you can
brag.
give me a support staff and I can expand on the work I do.
I wanted to brag on her better, but she's
Okay.
doing a good job.
Well,
That's a weird
to
thing.
me, it's not
It
really
is
even bragging.
tough.
To me, it's not really even bragging. I think it is a way that we're all supposed to think. The other thing I would have tried to have done maybe is try to link it more with roles and responsibilities. Your organization has a role and responsibility, and I'm helping you do that by doing all those things. All your points were great, but I think I would have made a hard link with you need somebody to do this because this is your job. You took this role on, DSPC, MCS, and I'm helping you do that.
Right.
You can't get rid of me. I'm too vital because I'm helping you do what you have to do.
That's
If
right.
you get rid of me, you can't do what you have to do. I think I would have leaned a little stronger.
Okay.
It is tough what you're doing.
But
I think
everything-
that's very tough. We're not. It's tough for us to brag so hard not to fire. It's one thing to say, please don't fire me because I have kids. I need to pay my bills. But you're saying don't fire me because I'm the best, or I'm state of the art. You know, and that can be tough.
You need me. Yeah.
I think you would have been more confident appearing if you didn't have to read it. And
Yes.
if you were able to say, hey, this is why I'm important, and stand up and just like look us straight in the eye and say,
Sure.
I do this, this, and this. Because otherwise it sounds like you're not very passionate about your job. You're not like, yeah, I know you know what I mean? It's like,
Mhm.
you don't have it prepared in your mind, like, this is why I'm important.
Yeah. I knew that would be kind of an issue.
Here's a discussion point. If I were in your position, do you talk about what you know how to do or what you're currently doing? Both have
What
both.
you know how to do.
And mostly Kim talked about what she was actually doing, not what she knows how to do, but what she's actually
She
doing.
knows how to, but she's like the foundation. She talked about doing foundations, but she's learned it and pushed the state of the art. That's why she should.
But there's a difference between saying I'm currently doing this right now, and saying I
Well,
know
I
how
was
to do
really thinking about what are the jobs that they have given me to do. What am I doing for them right
Right.
now? What am I
Yeah.
doing
If
for
you
them right
lose one,
now?
this is what you got to pick up.
Construction
If-
oversight.
Yeah, if you
and
get rid of me
DDR.
right now,
Yeah.
somebody's got to do all this work.
That's
You know what
one.
would be
That's
great?
one.
If you were able to highlight a couple of upcoming projects or things happening in the future that you're like,
Uh-huh.
you need someone to play this role, and because of this background, this experience I have, and you don't have to train me, I know it.
Yeah.
I can do all this for the future of
Mhm.
the MCX.
Specific.
Yeah,
Something
say,
specific.
so you know the goal, like you were saying, the goal of the MCX is to be the national leader in X, Y, and Z. I am an expert at this, and who better to feel this
Right.
than me because of what I've done. That would be kind of cool to look at
And
in the
maybe you
future.
give the schedule to
Okay.
Bluestone. You say Bluestone's not scheduled to be done until 2020. You get rid of, you need me till at least then.
Yeah.
Now,
I thought you did.
Retired.
on Georgette's point, what I've tried to do in the past is write down bullets that help, just little bullets for each
To help me
one.
remember a paragraph.
Yeah.
from the-
Yes.
And I started to do that. I just really felt like I didn't have enough time
Yeah.
to work on it.
Or a little
Commit it
card,
to
just
memory.
card.
and-
And you will suffer with a lot of uhs and ums and things like that.
Mhm.
And I'd rather do that than
Yeah.
it's there, there's.
And I think the little cards kind of look better because people are used to cards.
Right.
If you do the cards, and just something to
Would
help
have been
you
good if I'd
remember.
had a podium.
Yeah.
Couldn't see my notes.
Sure.
That's true.
Although I would have been looking.
We used to have a podium. I wonder if we still have a podium. There used
Oh
to-
no, but I think we have to wrap it up.
Oh,
so
okay. You did a great job. I say you keep
Mike's
it.
keeping
I don't care how they do.
Yes, it was good. The other thing, you speak really well. There's no mush mouth. You know, a lot of people.
Yep.
In my own ears, I feel like I've become really monotone.
Oh,
And I wonder if
a
I sound that.
Little bit.
But some of that's because you're reading. When you have the note
Yeah.
cards, you think on your own, you get much more emphatic.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was kind of nicer when we did the EOE, you know, and I had the presentation up in front of me, and I just felt like I talked
I
about
did
it.
not have any problem
I was
staying with
felt
you.
more comfortable doing it.
Yes, I did not have any problem staying with you. You didn't sound monotone.
I also didn't have to talk about myself in that
Oh,
presentation.
This time.
that is very.
One minor question. Do you guys think it would be better if she sat down as our equal and talked to us in a discussion versus standing up and presenting? Like,
Position is important on a lot of stuff.
I would have
I was told to
imagined.
stand up for this, so.
Oh, right. But in the real world environment, you'd be sitting down
desk
and looking at us and not, I'm presenting my abilities.
Right.
So, but yeah, you were told.
Positioning is incredibly important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think about it.
The idea was to create stress.
I was. Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? For
Oh, it
you?
looks neat. Oh.
Oh, because you're standing up.
Well, yeah, because
You did skip.
you got
I
it.
did,
You
didn't
got a
I?
pressure. You're wanting the pressure of saying to keep it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you'll notice when you watch your video, you'll notice what you tense.
I
Have
was
to.
pretty
You
good.
can stop it.